Greetings, Local 2627 sisters and brothers. Today is May 13th, the day after Mother's Day, and I hope everybody had a great time and they enjoyed. And you know, if you're a guy and you didn't do what you were supposed to do, you didn't have a great time. You're not gonna have a great time all this week or probably for the next few weeks. So I hope you did the right thing. Anyway, let me take you to a couple of pages in the PEP. First, on page 12, you know, the PEP is a public employee press, the newspaper that you get from the union every month. The May edition, they talk about the H-1B visa fraud. Now, between 2008 and 2012, DC37 has lost over 2,000 members to people from other places, other countries, because of fraud. Now, one of our main problems is that we're not trained the way a lot of the people are, and these people are our competition. You know, and you need to do whatever you can do to make sure you have this training. We've made available to you to get certifications. DC37 also has made available for you to get education, some type of reimbursement. You can get about $1,600 a year. Let me remind you of that. Now, case in point, I won't mention the agency, but we had 3 members that were on a layoff list because what happened was they were supposed to be trained by a consultant, and consultant intentionally, on purpose, didn't give the members all of the information they needed. The members kept on going back to this consultant, and the consultant played games, and eventually the agency said, well, look, they don't have the skills, so they tried to lay them off. Now, we went to OLR, Office of Labor Relations, and we had to move to a transfer list. But the point being is that they're advertising for this position where these 3 members were, and guess there's only one person who fits the description of what they're looking for, and that's that consultant. And that's what you have to be careful about. That's why I'm telling you, you need to get educated. You need to get certifications. This is important. And this is not it's more than one agency that it's happening to. Right now, off the top of my head, I can name 3 agencies where they have similar type of scenarios going on. So please do what you have to do to keep your skill set up to date. Now, on page 19 of the PEP, in May, there's going to be a questionnaire coming out so that you can verify your dependent. If you cannot verify your dependent, whether you're a retiree or a member, there's going to be a termination of the benefits to that dependent. So please make sure when this mail comes to your house that you don't just throw it in the garbage. If you have a dependent, you're going to have to prove that this dependent actually lives with you. The Health and Security Office has moved effective today to 40 Wall Street up on the 8th floor. They welcome members to visiting them there if you have to. The number that you can contact if you need to talk to somebody. Now, Health and Security, by the way, is the people who take care of your prescription, your optical, your dental, your podiatry, and things of that sort. The number is 212-796-5086. Now, the pension area is still at 65 Court Street. And if you want to, you can look in the back of the PEP. The last page of the PEP is going to give you information about the phone numbers and what. There's a lot of phone numbers, so I'm not going to go through the whole phone number thing. Another thing I want to mention is that you do not have to be a shop steward to take shop steward training. DC37 shop steward training is starting up again. And if you're interested in knowing about your contract or some of the rights that you have and whatnot, it might be a good idea for you to attend some shop steward training, because you'd be surprised how enlightened you will be. And for the same token, MELS, municipal employees, legal services, you know, you have a lawyer. There's 80 lawyers at DC37 who exclusively works for DC37 members. They handle all civil cases. I don't care, from divorces to doing your wills to debt management to loans to getting evicted by your landlord, your child suspension. You know, because if your child is going to get suspended from school, it's a legal procedure. You have the right to have a lawyer there to represent your child. What else? I don't know if I mentioned, but like I'm saying, we will be back in the DC37 building. We're right on schedule within the first 2 weeks of July, which is I've seen the building. They're right on schedule. Actually, it looks pretty nice down there. One other thing, a little sidebar, is one of our members called me about 10 minutes before this video asking about the book for the supervising computer service tech. Now, she said it costs $45. She's willing to share the cost with somebody if they want to, you know, chip in to buy the book. You know, you can make copies of it, or you all can share the book. You can even study together. If you're interested, I won't give you the member's name or telephone number, but if you're interested, call the office and I will get you in contact with this member. Good and welfare for this week from HRA. Clarissa Solenko, we're sorry to say her mother passed away. And from DOF, Bernadette Clark Shepherd, she's recovering from a surgery. And from DOF also, Rima Markasic is recovering from a surgery or illness. So until these three members, you know, our love, you know, and our empathy goes out to all three of them. Until I speak to you next week, and please keep in mind that you got to vote in November. You have to. If you don't, you know, that's all I can say. If you don't, you know what's going to happen. We've lost over 13,000 members in DC37 in the last 4 or 5 years. In solidarity, this is Robert Ajayi.